here we are, back part 2. Recap a little bit what we're looking at as the bike sits. The last things we have that I'm going to do before touching the motor is I'm going to take the rear off. I guess you could call it the soft tail, I think. We're going to take this Springer front end off, the tire off. I'll start taking off some little things like these rear foot pegs that I'm going to get rid of. Come over to this side. Here's our brake reservoir, our rear brake reservoir. Probably take this stuff off today. Here it is right here. I'll go ahead and completely disassemble that. I don't know if I'm gonna, well, I'll probably powder coat that. So we're just gonna try and find some things, last little bits that we got to get through, and then in the next video we'll be taking out the engine. So without getting too far ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and get after it. So like I said, it's my first time breaking down a Harley. So I'm working on the rear brake assembly. I got the rear brake caliper off. I took off a couple more bolts and nuts that I needed to, but I got it off. As I was working on this, there was just one bolt I missed down here, and then this whole assembly comes off. So I actually ended up taking off that big nut, the screw right here that holds the actual brake pedal in. I'll put that back in real quick. So, but like I said, you just got to get in there, and that's how you learn. So I didn't break anything, but now I know a little bit more about this assembly and how it works, and that's better for me in the long run. I'm hoping there's nothing crazy about pulling the clutch off in terms of its memory. I know I was watching some videos, some guys are talking about the actual clutch pedal needs to be put back in the exact position because it could mess up the way it shifts. So hopefully the actual clutch assembly, the wire itself is pretty straightforward. So like I said, probably gonna watch some videos. I've reached a point where I want to take the clutch assembly out, and it's just a quick little nut, but just to make sure I'm not gonna do something wrong, and then I'll watch a quick video. So I watched the video, and it turns out that in order to take this clutch cable all the way off, I have to pull the cover. And like I said, I don't really want to be touching the engine until I'm 100% ready to start taking the engine and the transmission apart. So I'm going to leave this for now. Right now I'm going to work on the front end. I don't know if I'm gonna take the front part of the Springer assembly off. I'm just gonna take it off as a whole. I'm probably gonna do it in 2 parts because this is more than likely gonna get powder coated. So I'm hoping that these aren't under an immense amount of tension like car struts are. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna go for it. So we'll see what happens. First one I kind of started feeling better. This one looks like that inner spring. It's not getting any looser. So I think how it works is these tighten, compress the springs. That's how you get the stiffness of the Springer front end, and then these caps are basically hold them in place. So they don't really do anything for adjusting, but these do adjust. And that's what's worrying me about this thing shooting off. But fuck. Alright, I'm gonna watch the video. Alright, I didn't take them off like I suspected. These are under tension. So there is a tool you can use. I'm gonna go old fashioned and just see if I can't rig up this ratchet strap. Because that's all I got. So, got rigged up here, ratchet strap down to this piece of the frame around the Springer. This looks like, I think it's enough. Only one way to find out. Not that bad. Not that bad. Pretty happy with that. So these are a little rusty. So try and order black ones, or I've got a couple different color combinations in mind, so we'll see. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, sorry. But I don't want to black the whole thing out. Probably not going to change any of the chrome pieces that are already on the motor. I know, I'm in there, I should just take care of it already, but kind of on a budget. So this is not going to be a, all out, doesn't matter what I get. Most of this restoration is going to be catered to everything besides the end. If anything, I probably want to change out this chrome oil tank. Just kind of it's probably the biggest chrome piece, and it's kind of hideous. I'm just not a fan of chrome. That's just me. It's in on this side since it's facing that way. Oh. That broke. Fixed for another day. Not that bad. Not too bad for a ratchet strap job. All right. Yeah, this thing's real crusty. I think now all I have to do is hit this out. And I'm assuming there's some bushings and stuff. All right, that was easy. Yep. I gotta put this in the video, I don't know why. But I found this Pittsburgh ratchet with a 15/16 on it on the side of the road the other day. Killer find. Turns out I don't have a 15/16 socket and it's the exact one I need, so sometimes you just get lucky and the world says yes. Alright, so We did it. We made it to the part where we are ready to pull the engine out. Here's how the bike sits. The only thing that I didn't get to pull was this clutch cable again, because this whole case has to come off to get to it, and I just wanted to wait for that. So, but we are ready to pull the engine out. Springer front end is out, rear swing arm is out. We definitely made some mistakes. Might have broke my light. Some shady work on getting the springs off, but we did it. It's fine. It's whatever. You know, you use what you got, you make it work. So we got all of our parts laid out in a semi-orderly fashion. Gas tank, wiring harness, exhaust, handlebars, everything else. So for the most part, everything is taken apart. I went ahead and took off brake reservoir, the clutch pedal from these plates, kickstand. A lot of this chrome stuff that I don't want to keep. I'm just not, like I've said, I'm not a huge fan of chrome, but you know, I don't have an unlimited budget, so we're gonna do some searching, see if we can't find anything else. Maybe we'll keep it. I am keeping a lot of the chrome pieces, or almost all the chrome pieces on the engine. I would like to change out the oil tank, however, to something else. But we'll see. We have everything bagged up, labeled. There's our rear swing arm. So that's it. We've completely disassembled the bike other than the engine. So next video is going to be disassembling the engine, which shouldn't be a super long video. I'm going to be washing and maybe removing some paint from the frame, handlebars, springer front end, stuff like that. I want to make sure that nothing's cracked. I don't have any broken frame pieces or any broken pieces that I'm going to be getting powder coated. I don't want to go through the hassle of taking the stuff over there, him starting on it, and then realizing I got broken stuff. So I want to just double check that everything is good. This part of the build is going to be where it's probably going to slow down a little bit, just because now I'm going to have to start shelling out money for things. But I'm going to try to stay pretty consistent on doing things little at a time, doing what I can. But I'm pretty excited about it. So that's it for part 2. It's a little bit of a longer video, but I appreciate you guys coming, checking it out. I'm having fun doing it, filming it. It's kind of a new thing for me, and the whole editing process. But I'm getting it done, and I'm sticking to my plan and my goal. So come back for part 3. I hope to see you guys.